Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna see a very important topic in switching, VLAN. VLAN overview. VLAN allows you to divide a single switch into a multiple virtual switches. This is basically you are dividing a single broadcast domain into a multiple broadcast domain. In a single switch, by default, it will have only a single broadcast domain. Through VLANs, you can divide those single broadcast domain into multiple broadcast domains. That's basically you are dividing the ports, the number of ports. So you'll be dividing into different VLANs. For example, if we are having a switch that has 24 ports, you can divide that switch into two different VLANs. Like you can assign 12 ports to one VLAN, another 12 ports to another VLAN. So this basically divide that particular ports and it will make us to consider is it as a two virtual switches. All right. So before I get into the topic in depth, if you have any doubts or questions, leave a comment below. I will answer your queries as soon as I can. Okay. VLAN is basically which allows you to separate the network broadcast traffic. For example, if you have finance department and engineering department, if you think those departments need to be isolated, there should not be any traffics or communication between these two departments. You can do this through a VLAN. You can assign a different VLAN to a finance team and a different VLAN to engineering team, so that allows you to get these department isolated so that the traffic would not get broadcasted to these two departments. Okay, let me get into the next. So VLAN ranges, we have two different VLAN ranges, that's normal and extended. So extended as few limitations as I've mentioned here. So these are the extended IDs, and normal VLAN IDs also I've given here. So VLAN 1 is basically a Cisco default VLAN. So these VLANs, you will not be able to delete it from the Cisco switches, which will be considered as a default native VLANs. You can change the native VLANs, but you cannot delete VLAN 1 from Cisco switches. All right. Okay, let me move on. So this is a sample configuration how to create a VLAN. So these are the steps you need to follow to configure a VLAN. Creating a VLAN is very simple. I'll show you how. These are the configurations that you're gonna follow. I'll show you everything through practical. So this is just for your example. All right. So these are the show commands: show VLAN ID. If you are looking for any particular VLAN ID information, you can check it through show VLAN ID. So let me move on. Okay, so today we're gonna discuss about this topology. This is a sample topology that I've created. So for example, I have given two different departments, that's engineering and marketing. So I'm gonna put these two departments in different VLANs, and I'm gonna show you how these are not gonna communicate. So these two departments gonna get isolated, and there'll not be any communication once I assign these ports to different VLANs. All right. Let me move on to the practical session. Okay. Right. So this topology. This is engineering, and this is marketing. So these two computers are going to be in engineering VLAN, and these two computers are going to be in marketing. Okay. So let me get into the configuration. And another important piece of information, VLANs can be configured only on managed switches. Unmanaged switches, we will not be able to make any VLAN configurations. Unmanaged switches are just plug and play. So VLANs can be configured only on managed switches. So this is something that I want to share. Okay, so let's see the configuration in the next video.